500-779.
Well, that's a good example, though. Look, see how they're red, Todd? That means
That
you need
means
the material.
You
and
can't start on
can't
the
start
tank
up.
because you have a material. You don't have a material to start on the tank.
Well, it's actually, it's saying you don't have a material in stock right now. So if you were thinking of starting it now to meet the 10th, which would make sense, you're
That's
not
strictly
gonna,
from that red button.
that's
Yep.
from that red right there, okay? Nope. The other thing you would do, and this is what we do in our morning meeting every morning at 8, is we'd look at time phase. Because all I'm going to do is minimize this now, and notice I'm going to click on the next part. This is real important. And I'm going to go back to time phase. It switched my part. So if you have two screens up, all you do is click on your red dotted tags, and this screen on the other side is updating. Okay? So again, well, here's a 7-day lead time.
Yeah, that's what we put in for finish. I remember we put that.
All right, but why didn't you pick it up?
Yeah. I didn't pick it up. It's because we told a 7-day lead time. And I gotta go, do I have part maintenance open? Notice here, I don't have constraint material
There it is.
checked
There it
because it's not constraint material. It doesn't care about lead time. That's the other parts. The other, let's finish. SGD. That's the one that has the 7-day. The same thing here.
So you gotta have that
You
check.
got to have that checked. So what I'm going to do to show you real quick, I'm going to go ahead and hit save here. Okay, and then I'm going to close this. I'm going to go back to
FR,
the job entry, and I don't like how it's scheduled. All right, so what I'm going to do is go up here in the schedule. I'm going to hit job schedule again. Same thing, finite capacity, and I'll show you the difference in X. See, now it's saying the job is currently scheduled for the 23rd, but it cannot finish
that's
or
cool.
Cannot meet the
Yeah.
813 requirement.
Mhm.
right. All right, so
Good stuff.
that little checkbox is critical.
Well, that's supposed to gotta learn all those.
All
I'm sure
those-
there are a lot of them in the system.
There are tons of them, and painstakingly we found a lot of them. So that's what happened. So now notice, okay, there's a constraint. So I have to call the customer and say, hey, well, we can't make it, but we can do it on the 23rd. I change that. I click save. And do I want to would you like to schedule the job? I'm going to hit yes, and I'm going to do the same technique. And this time, I should get no warning because everything can be done on the same day. Okay, we can start it and end it. It says on the same day. All right. So now the materials are still red. Why? Because there's nothing.
PO out there.
There's no PO. There's nothing in house. And we should do that too. The next trick would be to add a PO.
or look at purchase suggestions.
I'd have to run MRP. I can do that on a test system. Yes, we can do that to generate PO. There is no PO. So if we were to do this and go to purchase management, your purchaser sits there after a sale has been made, and he runs this generate PO suggestions, and he can do a cutoff date. I don't recommend it because then he might not see something that really has a long lead time to get in time. I don't know what the longest lead times you have, but I like to do regenerative. Again, anything that's out there, delete it and give me a whole new set, because whatever I did wrong yesterday, I don't want to do it wrong again
This is
today.
being run by Barcode or strictly by,
Buyer. It's buyer. It's only buyer. It's actually by purchased items. So it's going to look at every purchased item that there's a demand for. So I hit process, and I come down here to our magic little thing, and you'll say generate PO suggestions is running. And if you go to details, it should be changing somewhere right here. Except level 0 is purchase items, so right there they are, both of them are right together. So I'll hold down the control key, select that, click OK, and I'm going to let the purchase band go through the screen here. I just threw these parts on today, so you don't know anything about them.
Okay.
But we need
They're
a
Todd's parts.
finish, that one. We need a PO generated for the 10th.
So let's just go here. And I always check time phase. This is your Bible, if you will.
And Todd's seen this.
Oh, okay.
But again, here's what's triggering the requirement, the job. That could be a sales order. It's also saying, hey, purchasing, you need to issue a PO to get 5 of them in here.
And what I like to do is unclick suggestions because we have multiple warehouses. I'm not concerned with a warehouse move, if you will. Here's what I want to see. There's the job. It's telling me I got to get 5 in here.
Todd, if you remember, Vic said that we learned a lot when we set up multiple warehouses and realized after the fact we really didn't need to do that. Right here is one of the reasons, is that if we have a part number 7,
Yes, but we, to make a long story short, because we'd have multiple bins, you're still going to have the same problem.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you have one warehouse, if you add multiple bins, somebody can receive it to the wrong bin, and then boom, you have a problem.
Right.
Okay? So, multiple warehouses, multiple bins.
When you do your cycle counting for physical inventory, is it by warehouse or?
Right now it's by part number. They just choose what they want to do. But the future scope, where are you taking the company? How do you want to drive it? I want to eventually have it so that I can say, Grace,
Now that we're done making our decisions whether we're going to purchase, we're going to go to actions, generate purchase orders, and this will okay.
yeah, I'm logged on with me, so.
And what this will do, this will take the information that was on this screen, the dates we wanted it, how we want it shipped, terms, the quantity, and the supplier, and it will push it into a PO.
Let's go ahead and bring up the PO.